Hey, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to Everyday Technology. Nate here, back at you with another review video. And today we're going to be taking a look at something that's a bit unconventional, at least for my channel. We're actually going to be taking a look at an ergonomic chair. I am a college student, and because most things were online this year, I did a lot of sitting. And when you're sitting for 8 hours a day, you really need a good chair. My back started to really bother me, and I knew I needed to go out and buy a really good chair that was comfortable. It had a good lumbar support, but I also knew I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So I looked around Amazon and I actually came across a chair from a company called Clatina, and this is their executive chair with 3D armrest and lumbar support. It comes in this really clean gray color. I personally really like it. It also only comes in at around $240, which is a whole heck of a lot less than any Herman Miller chair. I'm going to be giving you a rundown of all the different features of this chair, how it feels, the materials it's made out of, and giving you my final thoughts. So let's jump into it. But before we get into the video, if you watch the intro, you'll notice that there is a sick beat going on in the background, and that is actually from one of my good friends. He just started making music over on SoundCloud. His artist name is JawTheProducer. I'll have him linked below. People are just sleeping on him. He is insane. He doesn't like to say it, but yeah, he is the real deal. I really like his music. It's great for rapping on or just listening, and it's all free to use. So if you want to, and I would highly suggest it, please go over to soundcloud.com, search in JawTheProducer, or you can click the first link in the description below to go to his account, and tell them that I sent you, drop a follow, and I would really appreciate it, and I'm sure he would too. The chair doesn't really have a lot of metal accents to it. Some elements like the base that the chair is resting on are definitely made out of metal, which I think you'd want a chair to be fairly sturdy. However, none of the other parts are made out of metal. They're kind of like a plastic composite, and because the plastic is a kind of nice, really sturdy composite, you're not going to get any flexing or bowing. This thing is rock solid. Speaking of the physical attributes of this chair, it also has a really nice gray finish that I personally love, and it goes well with just about any setup or room. On either side of the chair, you'll find adjustable armrests. They can go up or down using a little button on the bottom, and they can also swivel from side to side, as well as shift from the left and to the right. The whole chair can also be adjusted up or down, just like the armrests, using a button on the right side, and on the left side there is an identical button, but this one moves the actual chair base forward or backward, which will in turn adjust how much the lumbar support presses up against your back. Speaking of the lumbar support on this particular chair is really nice. It's firm, but it also has a bit of memory foam on it, so it's not going to hurt your back by any means. It just ensures that you sit up straight, your core is tight, and your back isn't going to get damaged by long hours sitting in this chair, which is what I needed because mine was really starting to kill me, and ever since I used this one, that has pretty much gone away. Now, that's not all due to the lumbar support. The back of the chair as well as the bottom are also both extremely comfortable. The bottom has, I don't want to really call it memory foam because it's a bit more sturdy than that, but it is indeed a breathable foam that compresses when you sit down, and it feels really good. Also on the back there is a mesh fabric that also compresses just like the bottom. However, the back is a bit more sturdy. The whole back of the chair can also be adjusted up or down. There is actually a knob on the side of the chair that you can turn, and that will determine how far back, when you lean back, the whole chair will go. There are 4 different levels, and each one gets progressively farther down until you are almost flat out on your back. I like to keep it at the highest level so I can lean all the way back, but it takes just enough force to lean back that if you're just sitting normally, the chair won't go back. But if you want it, you can lean back and you'll be ready to go. On that same knob, there is also a little dial that, depending on how far you crank it, will determine how much force it takes to push all the way back. For me personally, I keep it around the middle, that it's not too hard, but also not too easy. One thing that people tend to leave out when they're thinking about buying a chair is how good the wheels are. Because I've gotten some chairs in the past, I know they felt great, but the wheels caught every time I tried to move, and that was very annoying. And I've also had some chairs that were very, very hard to move around. This one is not one of those chairs. The wheels don't catch, and they're also very fluid and smooth, so it's easy to roll around if you're going from a desk to another area in your office. Overall, this chair has saved me lots of pain. Lots and lots of pain. It is just a dream to sit on, and for the price of only $230, I would say it's one of the better options out there if you're looking for a cheaper chair than some of the higher end Herman Millers, but you still want a chair that is insanely comfortable but doesn't compromise on style. And this one is definitely not one of those bulky leather chairs. This one, super modern, and I love it.